Let's see what's making news this Wednesday, the 17th of August. And Manus Island Detention Centre is set to close following talks between Australian and PNG governments. Details on how the shutdown will work and where the detainees will go is still being worked out. We will have more on that story later in the program. New South Wales Police Commissioner Andrew Scipione has finally fronted the Sydney siege inquest. He told the hearing he didn't interfere with operational matters, but has conceded a long list of police failings that night are his responsibility. He also testified he didn't tell the operational commander that storming the Link Cafe should be a last resort.
I can't go into the evidence, you will all understand that. But what I can say is 2 young Australians lost their lives here, and we need to make sure we're doing all we can to make sure that never happens.
James Roberts' future in the NRL is in doubt after he was allegedly involved in another drunken incident at the weekend. The league's integrity unit is investigating after the Broncos accused of abusing a female barmaid at a popular Brisbane pub on Sunday. Australia's won its first sailing medals in Rio, with silver for cousins Lisa Darmanin and Jason Waterhouse in the NACRA 17 event. Tom Burton went one better, collecting gold in the laser category. He says it feels fabulous.
But I would have been happy with it. And, you know, to have a chance to win the gold on the last day was as good as I could have asked for, and to walk away with it sailing so well is perfect.
Aussie javelin thrower Kim Nicholls' games are over after she dislocated her shoulder while competing. Australia remains 9th on the medal tally with 7 gold, 8 silver and 9 bronze. And it's a word lots of us use every day, but should've has now been trademarked. Specsavers has scored approval from the UK's Intellectual Property Office to protect the word, which is a well-known catchphrase, should have gone to Specsavers.
I've actually copyrighted the word Christopher Pan, which is awkward for Christopher because every time he signs his name, he owes me $20. So,
just $20.
Now, if I'd have asked you guys, I know this has been made in the UK, this ruling,
yep.
But being Australians, if I asked you what the Specsavers slogan was, would any of you
No, I didn't.
No.
And also,
but when you say should have gone to Specsavers, I go, oh yeah.
no, if you
I recognise it.
Yeah.
I
The
couldn't have.
should have bit, is that why you think Specsavers?
No.
No.
I think should have gone to the toilet before you got in the car.
You're a mum, aren't you? Yeah. All right, today Prime Minister Malcolm Turnbull delivered his first major economic address since the election, and it didn't quite go according to plan.
This Nauru protest hijacked Malcolm Turnbull's speech today, just as he was outlining his new political vision. He was explaining that despite all the vest-offs and trash talk, Labor and the coalition actually ended up agreeing on over $6 billion worth of budgetary savings measures during the election campaign.
Now, I note that since the election, Bill Shorten has said Labor is going to be constructive, we are going to be positive. We will take him up on that.
Which is why he's putting forward an
Omnibill,
featuring all of those saving measures. He's asking Labor to put their money where their mouth was 2 months ago. Well, that sounds encouraging, except that both sides of the aisle are already embroiled in a bit of over pairing arrangements.
So I'm still a bit hazy on this whole pairing thing. Like, how does it work? Like, can we pair?
No. So what happens is, say the gov's voting on something, right, and one of their MPs can't make it for some reason, then an MP from the other side will also sit out, so that like the balance of numbers isn't thrown out of whack.
Hey, I love you. Sorry, it's
not
still a bit hazy.
Anyway, the gloves are off.
Mr Turnbull's told the Australian people that he's won the election, that he's got a strong working majority, etc., you know, the rhetoric. Well, if he has that, why is he saying get our agreement?
Labor is either acting out of a breathtaking ignorance or a malicious and mendacious approach to the parliament.
Good point. I mean, refusing to grant a pairing arrangement, who'd stoop that low?
No, there'll be no pairs granted during the carbon tax vote. If they're foolish enough to schedule the vote at a time when Mr Thompson can't be there, then that will be on their heads.
So is the PM's brave new partisan era over before it even started?
Well, Alan Tudge is the Minister for Human Services and he joins us now. Minister, we'll get to all of that biffo in a second, but firstly, it has been confirmed late today that Manus Island Detention Centre will close. How did all that play out?
Listen, this came about because of a High Court decision at PNG several weeks ago now, which said that it was unconstitutional for this facility to be opened there. Now, we've been working with the PNG government since that time and having conversations, and Minister Dutton will have something shortly to say about this.
So what will happen to the detainees?
Well, Minister Dutton has been working very closely with the PNG government to work that out, but there's been ongoing conversations in relation to this since the PNG High Court decision said that it was unconstitutional to have a facility on PNG.
Now, Minister, let's come to the pairing issue. Why are you kicking up a stink about this? I mean, we saw what you guys did when the Gillard government was in minority government, and you offered a pair and then you withdrew that support. I mean, this is quite amusingly hypocritical, isn't it, for you guys to be upset about this now?
To be honest, Waleed, I think the Australian public get thoroughly sick to death of this type of politicking, to be perfectly frank. I'm not saying that we're always perfect in the past, but what I think the Australian public want us to do is just have sensible decisions made for us to focus on the issues which matter to them rather than some of these internal mechanics such as pairing.
Just can I pull back and look at this from a broader point of view? The hypocrisy is really obvious here. So just person to person, do you really think people can't see that when you try to get upset about this stuff? Or do you think you can pull a Swiftie on us?
To be honest, Waleed, people are just thoroughly sick to death of politicians bickering over things like this. And I just think they want us to be reasonable, make reasonable decisions and focus on the issues which matter.
One thing I don't understand is if you have a working majority, as Malcolm Turnbull has claimed, why is this pairing business such a big deal?
Well, we have a working majority in terms of 76 members out of a chamber of 150 members. Now, there will be occasions when one of us needs to attend an important family occasion, or when Julie Bishop, for example, has to attend an important overseas conference or overseas meeting. Now, in those instances, I think it's perfectly reasonable that the opposition grant a pair so that there is integrity in the votes which occur in the absence of that member.
Thanks for your time tonight, Minister.
Thanks, Carrie.